Well, each year, 143,000 people die worldwide from lead exposure. But for exactly what it is and how it got into Flint's drinking water, RT's Brigida Santos tells us the details.
Lead, a naturally occurring toxic metal in the Earth's crust, is one of the most harmful metals to human health. The most common way for it to enter the body is through food, air, and water. This neurotoxin is found in foods across all major food groups because of its presence in soil. Now, soil becomes contaminated through the corrosion of lead irrigation pipes and also through lead particles floating in the air, like those from exhaust. But the biggest contaminating factor has to do with the way this metal was used in the past. Lead has been used for thousands of years in products ranging from construction materials to cosmetics. Today, we know lead is poisonous, so federal and state regulators have curbed its use wherever possible. But it's only 5 decades ago that people became aware of the dangers associated with lead. For example, things like lead-based arsenic pesticides and household paints were banned in the late 1970s and 80s. But the chemical properties of lead make it incredibly stubborn, so it's difficult to remove after settling into the environment. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, even washing produce doesn't effectively remove 100% of the traces of lead in these products. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention report that children ages 0 to 6 face the most risk of having adverse health effects because their growing bodies absorb more lead than adults. Some of these consequences include things like, in adults, reproductive disorders, high blood pressure, and in children, it can cause behavioral problems and lower IQ. So far, census data shows that 8,657 children have been exposed to lead through drinking water in Flint. And this number does not include unborn children in utero. Once lead is ingested, it becomes distributed to the brain, liver, kidneys, and bones, which the World Health Organization says can lead to a lifetime of irreversible damage because there's no treatment. What's happening in Flint is the result of human negligence that could have been prevented. In Washington, Brigida Santos, RT.